Devine here. Hope you're doing fabulous as always. So guys, today I wanted to continue with our series on training your brain. And today I want to go over being mindful. And what does that really mean and how do we achieve it? And I'm going to get into all of that right after this. Alright guys, welcome back. So yeah, like I was saying, training your brain, and today we're going to go into mindfulness. Now, what is mindfulness, and how do we actually activate being mindful, and how do we train our brain through being mindful? Alright, so first things first, what is mindfulness? Well, when you stop and think about what your day in details, right? When you stop and think about what you're doing right this moment, are you mindful of everything else around you? Chances are no. Most people are focused on what's at hand, right? And that's awesome. And you need to be focused. We already did training your brain on and you needing to be focused, right? However, you can't just be one-dimensional when you're training your brain, because when you're mindful, you are actually being observant or aware of everything that's happening around you, to you, and through you, okay? Now, let me explain. Let me give you an example of how you instantly become mindful when realistically you don't even realize that you're not, okay? So let's say you're out on a date, right? And you and the person you're with, him or her, you're having this great conversation, you feel them in you, you're like, yes, things are going great, they're paying attention, they're not on their phone, they're not looking at their watch, man, they really must be into me, right? And then all of a sudden they lean over and they say, excuse me, you have some food in your teeth. What happens at that moment? You instantly become mindful of everything around you, right? I mean, come on guys, who wouldn't? Now, the thing is when you're looking at this thing, let's use another example. Okay, let's say you're bidding for a contract, right? And you're going to meet Mr. Big Shot, and you're getting ready to shake his hand, and somebody leans over and says, hey, Mr. Big Shot likes you. He's about to give you the proposal. What happened? All of a sudden you're like, wow, you're mindful of everything. You're going to go to that person more exuberant. You're gonna be a different person than you were when you were sitting there and you're going, I wonder what's happening. I wonder if I'm going to get this. I wonder if they're going to like me, right? So when you're mindful, you are out of your little zone that you normally keep yourself in. You explore different avenues than what you would normally explore, because our brains operate in a one-dimensional way. We focus on the issue at hand. And that issue at hand is what we put all of our attention to. Even though our brain is focusing on everything else around us, it doesn't really come to our conscious mind until we are mindful of everything else around us. So, how do you become mindful? And what benefit does that have to training your brain? Okay. So if you want to become more mindful, you have to start doing things a little bit different. Now, way a lot of people become more mindful is they spend time in meditation. They'll sit there and they will program their mind to stop thinking of the day-to-day activities, to stop thinking about what he said or she said. They are going to focus on everything else around them. Okay? When you focus on other things than the issues at hand, it gives you a better perception of what you could be doing or what is available to you. See, we get so focused on on what we need to do, our bills, our kids, we're constantly running, that we're not mindful of what's happening around us. And if you want to become more successful in life, you have to train your brain to be mindful, because it's in that mindfulness that you're going to see things that you had missed every second of the day. That's why I'm telling you guys before, if you want to train your brain to do things, you've got to always shake it up. You can't, because it runs on auto program, right? So take a different route to work, right? Stop and look at the flowers in your yard. Do things differently, because that's going to shake up your mind, and your mind is going to have to say, wait a second, this is new. I need to stop and pay attention to this because I'm learning something right now. So, in other words, what you need to do in order to be mindful, you need to start relaxing your mind. You need to go, wait a second, slow down, take a deep breath, let it out, and then look. Wow, I feel more relaxed because I took that deep breath, right? Now my mind is more attentive. I'm going to be able to see things in a little different light. Now, am I saying that this is easy to do, to be mindful? No. On the contrary, this is probably one of the hardest things I've taught you guys so far, to be mindful. Because when you're mindful, your brain doesn't just focus on right here. It's focusing on everything else around you, right? Because all of that stuff that's happening around is getting put into your brain regardless. You don't realize it, but it's getting put into your brain. And if I want to be successful in life, whether it's in my marriage, whether it's in happiness and finances, it doesn't matter. I need to understand that my brain wants me to see more than what I'm seeing right now. So if I want to change a habit in my life, we already know we have to train our brains, right? To change our habits, just like in my e-course, Train Your Brain. So if I want to change some habits, is it going to be easier for me to change a habit if I'm mindful of the possibilities outside of that habit? Of course, right? So how can I use that to my advantage? So let's just say I want to lose weight. All right. I'm not only going to change the food in my house, right? I'm going to put better food in my house. But how can I be mindful of my circumstances? All right. So I can go to the gym, and I can look at other people who are in healthier shape than I am, and I can watch what they do. I'm going to be mindful. I'm going to pay attention. I am going to explore new avenues that I haven't explored yet, right? So I need to position myself to see things that I have not noticed before. So maybe while I'm there, I'm like, oh, wait, they get this energy drink. And they're doing it at this point in time during their workout. Okay. So now I'm learning things. I'm being mindful of my surroundings. I'm being mindful of my body, because now I'm taking care of my body and I'm showing it what to do, right? So my brain is going, it's learning. It's being mindful. I'm learning stuff right now. And when you want to be more successful, you want to be a multimillionaire, right? How can you be more mindful? Well, we've already gone through a lot of it. You read books, watch motivational videos, meditate, you do your daily affirmations, right? But what do they say is very important if you want to be successful. You want to find somebody who's more successful than you and get around them and see what they do, right? Why? Because your brain, it wants to be mindful, it wants to learn, it wants to grow. And unless I'm being mindful of everything around me, then how am I going to position it to teach me how to be a multimillionaire, right? So, guys, it's just this little thing. You can call it learning, But it's more than learning, because with learning, you're focused on one little thing. When you're mindful of everything that's happening around you. And that's what makes your brain go crazy and grow and keeps it active and vibrant. You need to be mindful if you want to be successful, because that's what's going to train your brain and it's going to help you grow. All right, guys, hope you got something out of this short video. I definitely appreciate you guys letting me speak into your lives. I hope you're getting something out of this series, Train Your Brain. If you are, definitely go to rondevine.com and pick up my course, my e-course, Train Your Brain. And guys, you know why I'm here. I'm here to give you that spirit of increase, because I know if I give you that spirit of increase, guess what's going to happen? I am going to change your perspective. And I know if I change your perspective, you will change your life. And guys, that's what it takes. This way here, you guys are going to help me change this world one person at a time. As always, guys, make sure you create yourselves a fabulous day.